Greetings, fellow cruisers. This is Jeff from Enjoy Life Traveling. Today we are in Cozumel at probably our favorite spot, which is Nachi Cocom. It is not for everybody, but it is definitely for us. This is an all-inclusive, and if you are 16 years of age or older, it's going to be $69. And if you are between 12 and 15, it'll be $49. If you are between 4 and 11, it is $19. And 3 and under are free. When I say that it's all inclusive, that does include all of your drinks. On the food, you get an appetizer and a super salad and a main dish and a dessert. They are a little bit flexible with that. They were kind enough for me because I didn't want a super salad. They gave me 2 appetizers in its place. And really, it is plenty of food. I definitely was not going hungry. Neither was my wife. We didn't even eat everything. So I love the place because of the beach. The beach is uncluttered. And if you've watched any of the other videos, because I've really tried to go to all of them, because I think that each place is right for the right person or the right group. And this place here is fantastic if you are looking for not having all the kids running around, not having all the water toys sitting out in front of that beautiful ocean. Now, if you want to play on those toys, then this isn't the place for you. If you have a bunch of kids looking for all the different kids' stuff, this isn't the place for you. However, if you are adults, they do allow kids here. If you are adults or have well-mannered kids that can handle just enjoying the sand and not going crazy in a big splash pool, because it's going to be mostly adults here. They only have a maximum of 140 people, and it's rarely there, and it definitely was not there on this one. We were here on a Sunday, and on Sundays there's less ships in port, and there was 2 of the smallest ships in port here, so it worked out very well for us. We were able to have, I won't say the place to ourselves, but really close to it, very close to it. So there is the pier here to walk out on. It doesn't have like some of the other ones to where there's, a swings and a palapa and, that kind of stuff. But they do have some things that'll go out of there as far as if you want to do some third-party excursions. But again, we are here for the beach. For us, this was actually, usually it doesn't even have this much of the seaweed going on. Usually it's very well manicured. And they were working on this a little bit later after I was shooting the video. But again, if you're looking for this view, this beautiful view, again, without all the obstructions, this is the place. This is the spot. There's not a bunch of crazy music going on. There's a place for that. There's, so it's not get your heavy party on. Again, not that you couldn't, but it's just that special spot if you're looking for some peace and quiet. And again, that's what we got here. So I was trying to sneak up on some birds here because I didn't want them to take off. But honestly, they could care less where I was at or what I was doing. So I'm trying to sneak up on something that didn't really care what the heck I'm doing. I think it's just hoping I had a little food. But anyway, it's a good place for nature and, again, for that serenity. As I am doing this, I wanted to, again, let you know, because not every place is open on Sunday. And, again, this is one of them that is. The Sunday hours are from 10:30 their time to 6 p.m. their time, Cozumel time. I say that because it can be different from ship time. Some ships will move the time zone. Some ships will not. They'll have their own time. And when I actually did this ship, it did not move its time. It just said, hey, their time's different, figure it out. So know that. And then the other hours are from Monday to Saturday, and that is from 8:30 a.m. Cozumel time to 5 p.m. So again, that's pretty good. I mean, that's going to cover, from a ship standpoint, going to cover most people most of the time. If you're staying in Cozumel, even really the same way, if you're looking for the beach, you're not going to usually be on the beach that late. Not that you can't do some things, but this isn't the place for that, I guess is really what I should say. So again, the price I gave you, those were all inclusive. It is a good place for families, to a degree, but again, not the younger ones there.
Smile, honey, you're on video.
Hi.
Our favorite spot.
I almost feel bad talking over the beauty of the ocean there. But again, I wanted to make sure that you know about the place and seeing it when you go there. Hopefully, that's when you can really enjoy the time. But just again, so you have some information about the place. The activities they have is snorkeling, massage, banana boat rides, and they do have towels for an extra charge. We just brought ours from the ship, so it's easy. This is not a ship excursion. This is something that you will go to you can book it online, and you can also just go there on Sunday. We were not worried about that. In your busiest seasons, if you know there's a lot of ships, you may want to take advantage of going ahead and pre-booking it, but we just went straight there and paid for it there. So just so you know, again, they've got this area. As you saw as I walked through, if you do happen to get a spot of rain, there is a covered area. There is also a very nice pool and a hot tub, and both of those have an area that has a swim up or walk up bar that you can go to. It's the same bar; they're kind of connected, but it's there, and that's always something that I kind of have fun and appreciate. It's still relatively close to bathrooms, and it's well kept. So again, to me, that's the important stuff there. The bartender was very attentive. I really appreciated that. Now that said, we were there and it's very, very slow, but he was always asking and making sure, that I had a beer. So here's your menu. This is, they have a situation to where they're worked up with one of the hotels to where they can come here and someone can purchase a la carte. That's what a beach should sound like right there. No crazy music. I mean, okay, if I'm with friends, I might want to do some of that. But here, I just like it, me and my wife. Chill out, relax. It doesn't get much better than this. But anyway, as I was saying, this is all-inclusive, the price that I had given you, so it would not apply that menu. But I wanted you to see what was on it. All right, I'm going to take a stroll along the beach here, and then I'm going to come up and get a look at the back area where the pools and massages and stuff like that are for you. Back to that taxi ride, this is a little bit farther down than some of the other beaches. So the taxi ride's going to cost you $20 from International Pier. I would imagine it can't be much different from the pier that's right next to it, but it will take you also just a moment longer. But again, it's absolutely worth it. It is one of it may be my favorite beach, this one right here. The same person that owns this place also owns our other favorite spot, which is going to be Del Mar Latina, which is adults only. Whereas this one isn't adults only, but it definitely favors adults, and it is ran that way. This is a place that you could have a wedding at. They do have some packages that you can go to online there, and it'll give you a very straightforward of what's included and what is not included, and have everything right there on the beach. And again, it's enough area where even if there was other people, you could have your own spot kind of niched out there and be good to go. So that might be something to consider. The web address is CozumelNachiCocom.com, and that is Cozumel, the word, Nachi, Nachi, Cocom is COCOM.com. And again, you can go there, and again, that will give you a chance to book it online if you wanted to do that. And again, you are going to be usually just fine if you wanted to just simply just show up. So I think you get the gist there. I'm going to head on up rather than just show you more sand. I think you get what the beach looks like. I'm going to try to make my way up here, and since I'm voicing over this, I know that I make it. But it is just a little bit more going on because of the way they got this cut out, so they can keep their upper beach, and that way they don't get eroded away and lose the beach like Crazy Lobster did at their place. So anyway, I made it, and again, there's some really nice places around here to sit. There is plenty of shade if you want sun. There's plenty of sun, and again, being here on a Sunday, it never did fill up. We were kind of in seventh heaven, just really relaxing and enjoying the weather. Again, this is January. It was in the low 80s. And as far as the ocean goes, it was cool, but my wife certainly didn't mind getting in it. Their pool that they have is it's not heated, but again, it's usually not much of a problem. I did dip my toes in there, and it is workable. But I just want the heat, so I was at the hot tub there. Would get I'll show you in just a second what that looks like. So the area goes again pretty far back here. Even though it's much smaller than like Mr. Sancho's, there's plenty going on, and there wasn't enough people on the beach to open up this other bar area. But it is here, and if it gets busy, which I have been here before, as I had said, there is plenty as far as to be able to get a drink, and these are more restrooms from what I'd shown you up there. So there's extra sets, and then there are places here, not only with the hammocks that you're looking at, but up here is also where you would get your massages. And again, we were asked if we wanted a massage, one time, and there was no pressure involved, and they walked away. Nobody approached us as far as buying anything, doing anything else, other than he very politely asked if we were interested, and again, just went on, which again, we much appreciate that. The area itself is beautiful, so you can kind of just walk around, but it does not have that back area to where you can go messing around like you saw when I did the Paradise Beach one there, which had the cenotes in there. So, but again, it is a beautiful place, and I like the way that, again, it's very well kept. Here is the pool area. There are plenty of places here I'm kicking off some sand here because I've got these sandals on, and the sand just does not mind getting between my feet and the bottom of the sandal. And then as I'm kicking it, I realized there's a spot right here that I could actually just rinse my foot off on it. Anyway, so this is the pool area. They do a good job of maintaining it. I felt safe there. The bars to walk up, you feel like it's secure. I wasn't wobbly in any way. And again, the pool is very nice. It's very clean. If you saw the video about, say, the place in Jamaica I was talking about where the water was a little bit more cloudy, this place here again is pristine, and it's been that way every single time. Plenty of seats, and again, you can just step down, and I do step down here, and that's where I say about the water temperature. I would have gotten into that water, but I was really feeling the hot tub over there where my wife was at, so that's what I ended up doing was doing that. But this is where I'm actually sticking my foot in the water. But you can see back there that there is a spot to where you can go get a drink. So you've got the pool, and you don't have to get out to get a drink. You just walk right over there, and they do have some servers that will come around. So this sign here, I'm going to try to get just a real quick spot where you can just go ahead and pause the video if you want to see what that says. That particular one isn't anything that I necessarily thought was important to point out, but just the rules of the pool. There is another sign back here that I get to that talks about as far as the noise goes, and just that it's not a party place. It is something different. So again, as you can see, everything is very well maintained. It looks very attractive. And there's plenty of place to walk around, even when it's busy. And I have been here when it's busier. When we were here a couple of years ago, we actually had one of the farthest chairs out there, as this was almost sold out, and it still didn't feel that absolute crazy there. There were people, there was fun. It definitely had a little bit more energy, but by the same token, you didn't feel like you were walking over each other and you had to wait in line for the bathroom forever. It was just not that way. Again, the servers were very pleasant. I enjoyed. They came right out to us as far as when we were sitting out at the beach, and they brought us food. They brought us drinks. We weren't waiting. And then we obviously, like I said, when we came here, the bartender did a fantastic job. Here is that sign that I was talking about, to where they say quite clearly on there of who they are as far as the guest goes, and that it's not a party place. So. Again, I really appreciate that, and I think it makes it easier if you do get someone that feels like getting a little rowdy. Made it to the hot tub. Bar is right there. All right, so if you were here, where would you be at? Would you be in the beach? Would you be in the pool? Would you be in the hot tub? Because it's January and my wife's in the hot tub, I'd be in the hot tub. If I'm going to do it, I'm either going to be on the beach laying out or the hot tub. So it's a great place. I love it.